Hello Virgo and welcome to Faylight Tarot. This video is for your general reading for the next 4 weeks, the dates being the 29th of September to October the 22nd. I had to double check that there. All of my cards are cleansed and pre-shuffled just so that I can get stuck right in about it. So this reading is for Virgo, Sun, Moon and Rising. And as any tarot reader will tell you, it may resonate with some of you, it may not resonate with others. Take what does and leave behind the rest. And if it doesn't resonate with you at all, that's absolutely fine. It's just not your reading. You can always try again for the next one. Should you like what you hear and see, please do hit the like, share and subscribe button, and you will be alerted to when your next video will arrive, which will be next week, and that will be for career and finances. How exciting this spread is so far. Wow, goodness me. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck for the subconscious and hidden, we have the Four of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles and the Hanged Man. So yes, it could be that there's a need for a little bit of rest and relaxation, because there has been an awful lot of work put into building some resources, and it's time for you to just take a break and see what the universe has in store for you. Maybe even change your perspectives on certain things. So let's have a look and see what's happening on the landscape here. We have Three Pentacles, we have Two Wands, One Cup and One Sword. Yeah, so this could very well entail being something to do with your finances. It could be your possessions. Could also be about your health in general. Pentacles also represent the body. So let's take a look and see what's properly happening. So your current energies right now is the Ten of Pentacles, and that is an absolutely beautiful card to start off with. So you're feeling really good, you're feeling really successful, you're being recognized for your hard work and your efforts and what you do. Could be that you're feeling quite abundant right now as well, which is absolutely fantastic. Tell me about the Ten of Pentacles for Virgo, please. Ten of Pentacles for Virgo. Energy and messages for Virgo. Yeah. You came next. Okay, so for your current energies, we have the World card, we have the Chariot, we have the Empress, and we have the Four of Pentacles. Yes, things are in abundance for you right now. You're doing really, really well. I feel that there's a harmony within you. Like you've been through quite a lot of healing. I think you're in a new position where you have this sensation of wholeness in you, this unity of self, because you have been holding on to things that are important to you, which is good. And as I say, talk about Pentacles, this could be you making sure that you're keeping a hold of your health, or that you're maintaining good health. Also, it could entirely be financially, because you're feeling a bit more secure, you're a bit more conservative with how you're spending your cash, that you feel that you're in a better position, and you know that you have that will and determination, self-worth to see that through, and that's what's ultimately driving you, that force, which is absolutely brilliant. Your potential and challenges right now is the Eight of Wands. Now that can talk about communication, it could talk about fast action, even travel. Let's see. Eight of Wands for Virgo, please. Eight of Wands for Virgo. Eight of Wands for Virgo. Eight of Wands for Virgo. Interesting. Come back to that. Don't know why I spun that deck like that there. That was a bit extra. Right, so we have Five of Wands, the Queen of Cups, the Sun card, and we have the Seven of Cups. Yeah. So things are happening right now. Some quite exciting things that are happening right now. The Five of Wands can talk about competition. It can also talk about strife and struggles or arguments, for example. So this could be a work situation, for example. And I feel that the Eight of Wands here with that the quick action, the soon to happen action, and the communication is playing a part in both of these things here, because the Queen of Cups has arrived, and she has this emotional eloquence about her. She listens to her heart, and she listens as well to her intuition. She her chalice there has a link to the celestial, so she understands her needs very well. And what's lovely is that even with this either competition or conflict that is happening around you, you're not letting it affect you at all, are you? Like you're just living life to the full. Like you've just got this absolute abundance of positivity right now, this desire to thrive. What I also love about the Sun card is that the energy of that child that's just having an absolute blast riding along on that horse. I feel that that's like an embodiment of this energy that you have of this wholeness now, this whole, I'm just going to live my life and I'm just going to have a great time doing it. Thank you very much. Because at the end of the day, you know that there are so many choices around you. So many possibilities and opportunities are around you that it's almost actually quite confusing at times. What your roots are. Actually, let's have a little bit of a look at the bottom of the deck. You have the Nine of Swords here that talks about anxiety, being kept up at night, the Strength card, and the Six of Pentacles. I feel that in the Nine of Wands. So I feel that there was there was an element of your boundaries being really tested to the point where you were having sleepless nights and you were being quite anxious about it, but you just realized that if you were just fingers, if you just were kind to yourself and allowed yourself that time to heal and regain your self-worth and see you for the strength that you actually have in you, then you would come to a new place, which you have done. And that's absolutely wonderful, Virgo. If this is the reading that resonates for you, it's absolutely wonderful. I'm really, really happy about that for you. Your roots and foundation is the Five of Pentacles. Now, what I said before about the Pentacles being about your body and about how like you realised that you had to be quite precious with your health, that kind of rings true now, seeing that Five of Pentacles there, because your roots and foundation of the Five of Pentacles being temporary hardship, he's injured, and she's not doing all that healthy either. So it could be that yes, there was that time period of you just being really, really not doing okay. Tell me about the Five of Pentacles for Virgo, please. Five of Pentacles for Virgo. What messages and energies are there for Virgo for the Five of Pentacles? Thank you. Yep. Aha, you have the Ten of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles, and the King of Cups. Yes, you were utterly utterly exhausted for a while there because you put so much work into it. And I'm taking the Seven of Pentacles in quite a literal kind of way. So you see how he's a farmer there. That's back-breaking work. And I feel that's what you felt that you were doing. You were doing these actions that were back-breaking. But you thought to yourself, hang on a minute. I need to talk to myself. I need to get in communication with my own emotions, my own feelings, and I have to show kindness to myself. There's also an element of diplomacy there too. So being kind and nurturing, and I think that's what you've done, Virgo. I think that was you realizing now that you come from the roots of having this ill health, or it could even be just in terms of finances. Look, be kind to yourself. Give yourself a break. You know that things take time. Things take time, and expansion isn't something that happens overnight. It's a long road. Comfort and wish fulfillment there. Also that element of satisfaction, because the Nine of Cups, you know, it took him a long time to get those 9 cups up there, but he bloody did it, and he's bloody satisfied with himself, because there was an overwhelming period of time that really shook your foundations, that really had to make you think, I'm starting from ground zero again, and I really, really need to be able to come through this. So yeah, I think your foundation, there was something that happened that had to make you go, all right, it's make a break time. I don't want to break, which is good. In your recent past, you have the King of Cups. Let's see the King of Cups, please. King of Cups for Virgo. Tell me about the King of Cups for Virgo. Mm. Very interesting. So you have the Queen of Cards, Queen of Cards, the Queen of Swords on her side. You have the Ace of Swords, the Three of Wands in reverse, and you have the Knight of Swords. Interesting. So yeah, there's an element here of this newfound nurturing that you have for yourself, that this new self-love that you have for yourself. Excuse me. It doesn't really, it's not yet aligning with your thought processes, or how you think. You're kind of struggling with this new thing, this new way of being, I think. Now, what is good though, and that makes sense actually, because you're not quite looking ahead to how to proceed from here. You're just kind of like seeing what happens, really. You're not looking to the future so much. But you do have the Ace of Swords and the Knight of Swords. And these two energies here, that pursuit of truth, that pursuit of knowledge, that pursuit of clear communication, it will come for you, that mental clarity, for your self-love to meet your way of being and thinking. There is you will be victorious with it. There is a triumph with it there. But maybe just try not to force it too much. The Knight of Swords, he's quite rebellious, and he's the fastest acting knight within the deck, but he's also quite impulsive. So it just spitballing here, but maybe is this part of the energies that you used to have that brought you to this place? Because if it is, then take a little bit of a rest period. Now, at the beginning of the reading, the Hanged Man turned up, didn't he? Yeah, so that there is the whole just wait, take it easy. The Justice card, the Hermit, and the Eight Pentacles, Six of Wands. Yeah, so what is meant for you will come to you, and there's that wisdom that you have with that, of understanding that it will happen, things will work quite well for you. You're still going to work hard, of course, you really are, but you're going to be able to have this blend of this new mindset with your old mindset. There is going to be victory there for you for that. Just time. That's it. Rome was not built in a day. What to consider is the Nine of Pentacles. That talks about your comfort. It talks about abundance. It talks about having the things which make you happy. Tell me about the Nine of Pentacles, please, for Virgo. Nine of Pentacles for Virgo. Messages and energies should I see for Virgo? Tell me. Okay. Uh-huh. Yep. You have the Two of Wands, you have the Five of Pentacles again, the Three of Cups, the Nine of Swords, and the Nine of Wands. So yes, understanding that making a choice to take care of the things that matter most, as I say, this could be your health, or it could be your finances, or it could be your possessions, your way of being, whatever it is that you hold dear to you. There is a choice to be made, and that choice of, or rather a path to take, which is harmonizing these energies that you have. You do understand that there is an element of maybe having to sacrifice some resources that you have, or suffer a loss in income, or a temporary displacement. But there is cause for celebration. There will be cause for celebration. You're just having a hard time right now conceptualizing that, because here's the thing, you're having to rethink and shift your boundaries, and that's giving you anxiety. But on the other side of it, in order to manage this anxiety, you have to reconstruct boundaries. Because anxiety comes from within, right? It's not an external thing, it comes from us. And usually anxiety happens because certain boundaries are not being respected, or they're being met. And it's difficult if you don't know what those boundaries are. Because it could be that you haven't had, not you personally, Virgo, but people in general, if you haven't had that honest and open dialogue with yourself, you know how she was on her side, then we don't know what our boundaries are. So we don't know where the anxiety is coming from. In the near future, actually no, before I move on to that, yeah, it's time to walk away from the mindset. Life cycles. This is a cycle that you're on, and it spins, 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 but it's time to take a change. It's time to turn for it because you don't want to do this anymore. You're just scared about doing it, but hey, you know what? You've got support around you. In fact, you've got support in spades. Look, Jesus, look, you've got the Two of Cups and the Lovers back to back. That, look, you're totally fine. You have security around you in the people who are your support network. You are not alone. That's a beautiful, beautiful set of energies for you, Virgo. In the near future, you have the Ace of Swords, victory, mental clarity, honest communication, truth. Tell me about the Ace of Swords for Virgo. Ace of Swords for Virgo. What messages and energies do you have for me? Goodness me. These energies are absolutely spectacular. Yes, you know why, Virgo? You know why? Because the Magician is here. The Page of Cups is here. The Ace of Wands is here. You have the ability to make anything happen if you put your mind to it. There is nothing you cannot do. If you want it, it will happen. You manifest. You have control of every element. And you know what? This new mindset, going into it with fresh eyes, it brings about this new way of being for you. Like you're exploring new emotions. There's a happy-go-lucky, childlike quality to the Page of Cups. I love the Page of Cups. I think he's absolutely fantastic. He's so cute. But that is you right now, like going with the flow, going, oh my God, look, check it out. I've got a fish in my cup. What the fuck? And that's amazing because you wouldn't have done that before. Not to mention that because of this manifestation and this newfound ability of just seeing what happens, it's going to bring a new beginning for you. Something new and extraordinary is coming to you. And I'm talking about your creativity is going to explode. Your passions are going to explode. You're going to have so much going on for you. It's going to be a really exciting time for you. Wouldn't be surprised if you also got a job offer there, Virgo, or an opportunity at least. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Four of Wands, strong family foundations, a celebration of sorts. You have the Two of Pentacles, the ability to balance and maintain. You have the the Knight of Wands, the eagerness for this new experience, for this new surge of creativity and energy. You just gotta rest, man. Convalesce. Get healthy. Funnily enough, your view of self is the Magician. So you are aware. You are aware of your powers of manifestation. You know fine what you can do and what you're capable of. You're like, bitch, I don't need you to tell me that. Well, I am. Because the cards said so. Tell me about the Magician for Virgo. Magician for Virgo's view of self. Didn't want to turn. Thank you. Unless they outright pop out my hand or flip completely, I won't pick them up. Very good. Okay. So with the Magician, you have the Five of Swords, the Six of Pentacles, and you have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So yeah, with this manifestation, I feel that some warnings are on the horizon for you. Yes, you will do what you need to do to help you manifest things, but you do run the risk of having people turn their back on you. Now remember, you don't have to go that far. You don't have to go that far at all to be ruthless, because you have that support network behind you. You don't need to be ruthless when you are secure. Now, these two guys being here the way that they are, the Queen of Pentacles in reverse and the Six of Pentacles here, be wary of being overly generous. But the good thing is that I think that you understand that because the Queen of Pentacles is in reverse, normally she's very, very generous, right? She has boundless resources, and she's also able to just say, hey, you want that? Sure, I'll get you that. What this is telling you is it's almost like a yin-yang kind of situation here. You will recognize that there is a time to be generous and there is a time to hold back on the helping of other people, or vice versa. It could be that you're more inclined to help other people than you are to help yourself. Just be mindful of that. Keep that in your thought processes. You have the Strength card, the King of Swords, and the Eight of Wands, and the Four of Swords again. Yeah, it is a period of new healing for you. Absolute new period of healing, and you are starting to understand your worth. You're starting to understand that you have the capacity to tame that lion. You have the capacity to be truthful and communicative, and to be firm of thought. Oh, for goodness sake. The mention of the Eight of Wands, it could be communication again, but it also could be fast action, and it could be travel. Your environmental and external influences is the Judgment card. So that to me makes me wonder if this revelation of self that you have, and this revelation of truth around you, understanding who you are and what your value is, I feel that that's actually something that circumstances has exposed to you. It's not something that you really kind of figured out on your own. It's the circumstances around you has brought you to this realization. It's made you stop and think, hang on a second, I think that's right. Excuse me. Which isn't a bad thing. Sometimes we need the external things to spur us into motion. Tell me about the Judgment card for Virgo. Judgment card for Virgo, please. Messages and energy. Thank you. How interesting. Well then, that makes a lot of sense. So you have the Emperor, you have the Seven of Swords, you have the Hanged Man in reverse, and you have the Six of Swords. Yeah, this definitely happened to you because of outside influences. There was a lot of sneakiness, a lot of deception that was happening around you. And it was bringing you to a place where you were kind of like reliving traumas from the past, which you were able to move on, but it was still being quite difficult for you. But because of that, you weren't able to stop, and you weren't able to actually have that thought process of, right, well, how do I change things? You didn't have that evolution of self. But the thing is that you know it. You saw it for what it was, and you understand it for what it is. Also, the Emperor's energy could be yours, or it could be somebody else's from outside of you. And if that's the case, then it means that some form of authority has brought you to this belief. Or no, rather, sorry. Some form of authority has brought about these situations that happened to make you go, hang on a second, I think that I'm actually worth more than that. Or I don't deserve this, which is really good. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Fool card, the Ace of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, the Page of Swords. Yeah, so this absolute revelation of self is bringing about a brand new beginning and a brand new journey for you. And it's something that you are really ready to hone. You're really, really ready to, it's almost like starting an apprenticeship, this thing here. Because again, these two pages here, Page of Wands and Page of Swords, they're both eager to explore the energies of their suits. So the Page of Wands, he is eager to explore new actions, new passions, new creativities, new joys. The Page of Swords is eager to explore new ways of thinking, new ways of communicating, even learning, education. And he's also not frightened to fight for it. Your hopes and fears is the Nine of Wands, and that's those barriers again. Those barriers. Now, it could be that, like a lot of readings, the card that represents hopes and fears or potentials and challenges, to me lately they've been having the same meaning, so that they've been neither one or. The hope that you can maintain the barriers, the new boundaries, the fear that you won't have them. Who knows? Let's see. Tell me about the Nine of Wands for Virgo's hopes and fears. Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands for Virgo, please. Oh, here we go. Thank you. Yeah. You know that the establishment of these new boundaries is going to bring you happiness and harmony, especially within you and your family's role. And it's not something that you really want to do. Because let's face it, as we said in the earlier part of the reading, it's not what you're used to, and you know that. You do know that. But hey, you've got the Death card and the Page of Pentacles, but they're on their side. So that means that they're not committed to either way. But the potential for change and rebirth is here. The potential and change for doing things in a different way, in a better way, a slower way, the correct way is present. Seven of Wands, you're gonna feel like you have to defend these new boundaries. But the Hierophant says, remember the lessons that you've learned and have the faith in what you're doing is right for you. The Queen of Wands. I love the Queen of Wands, because who's going to tell her you can't do that? Please. Queen of Wands. I can make anything happen. I'm a manifester. She's also prone to a quick temper. So you maybe don't want to tangle with her. The potential outcome is the Tower. Don't be frightened of that. Because, quite simply, the Tower can easily represent, especially in this context for this reading, the falling away of things that no longer serve you. The things that actually erode your foundation. Tell me about the Tower for Virgo, please. Tower for Virgo. What would you like to tell me? Messages and energies for Virgo and the Tower. Okay. Right, we have the Tower again. We have the Three of Pentacles, the Moon, the Lovers in reverse, the Two of Pentacles, and the Four of Wands. Yeah, you really don't like that you're going to have to make this change. And something else may have to change as well. Here's the thing, right? With every loss, there is a gain. And with every gain, there is a loss. Okay? So, if you are gaining this new mindset, this new way of being, this new self-love, something else has to be lost. It doesn't have to be anything catastrophic. I'm not talking about like necessarily losing your car keys or anything like that, but something has to go to make a way for the new, the cycle of rebirth, essentially. Look to the people around you, the people that you maybe work with, the people that you create with. See the three of them there, they're creating something beautiful between them, and they are learning and teaching one another at the same time. You need that energy and that support to help you face your fears, because you're very uncertain about yourself. You're very uncertain about yourself because you're having doubts that you have that ability to form these new boundaries. But listen, everything comes with balance. And with that balance comes stability. You will celebrate who you become if you embrace this change. Embrace this gain stroke loss situation. Also look to your family. Your family are there. Now here's another thing, right? With the Four of Wands here, like you've got 1111, and that's the spirit number. It could entirely be that somebody in spirit who is from your family wants to talk to you, or at least wants to let you know that they're here for you. I think that that's absolutely beautiful. At the bottom of the deck, Temperance, have patience. Purpose is here. The right time is approaching. The balance of things will come your way. What is meant for you will happen for you. Justice for you will be served. Trust your intuition and your instinct. Again, confirmation that somebody in spirit may want to let you know that you have their support as well, because your revelation of self is inevitable. And with it comes a new journey, a new beginning. Woo! Well, Virgo, that was a hell of a reading for you. It feels like you're about to go for a massive rebirth, and it's just a case of you right now not really knowing how to go about that and do that. But listen, like we've seen repeatedly throughout this, you are not alone. You have resources, use them. It is okay to ask for help, and it is okay to lean on others. Well, that's me for today. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you resonated with it. If you did, like I say, please do hit the like, share, and subscribe, and I shall see you again for your next reading. All right, bye.